To an On Your Side exclusive. Invisible Scars of War. The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs says regardless of the war, there is a high rate of post-traumatic stress disorder found in veterans.
And among those who served in Iraq and Afghanistan, about 12.5% of these veterans had PTSD. Tonight, we're bringing you the story of an Iraq war vet who battled PTSD for years undiagnosed. But now that he knows, his life, it's made a turnaround. It is now on the rebound.
On Your Sides, Ken Amaro has that story all new tonight.
When you look at his face, you don't see the invisible scars of war, but they are there.
You think everything's fine, but it's not really fine.
Etienne John fought 14 months on the front line in Iraq during the Battle of Ramadi.
Every other day in a firefight.
But it would be 2 years after being discharged from the Army that the VA would diagnose him with post-traumatic stress disorder.
That's not something that I was expecting. I thought I was young, strong.
Before the diagnosis, he says his life had spiraled into sleepless nights and depression.
And everything else just coming and crashing.
He returned to the bottle for help.
So you start out one night, 2 beers, just to see if you can fall asleep.
But found no comfort. He says his life had become a book of broken relationships.
Most of the friends that I had close to me, they told me, you have a serious problem.
John could not keep a job nor his apartment.
Living in my car for 1 month.
2 years ago, he reached out to the 5-Star Center for Veterans for help. He says his life is now on track.
I got lucky.
Say again?
I got lucky.
John attributes his rebound to first the diagnosis and then the treatment. Last week, he graduated UNF with a master's degree. His message to other veterans is very simple.
Don't give up.
When you've survived civil war in the African Republic of Burundi as a child,
don't give up, just keep banging on.
And you've survived 2 tours of military combat as an adult, he says keep looking, for the light is at the end of the tunnel.
You're just there, you're just not seeing it.
Ken Amaro, First Coast News, on your side.
And First Coast News is always on your side. So if you're in need of services to cope with PTSD, we have a couple of places that you can reach out to. The Wounded Warrior Project has programs that bring veterans together to support one another through challenges. You can give the Wounded Warriors Project's Resource Center a call. That number is 888-997-2586. There's also the Veterans Crisis Hotline. That number on your screen, 800-273-8255. If you don't want to verbally talk, this program also offers texting and online chat options.